Let's take a closer look at some further tech details at the Singapore Grand Prix 2023. Very interesting are the large updates of Alpine and McLaren, and another interesting topic are flexible wings, yet again. Bodywork of cars, including wings, can never be fully rigid, and there will always be some flexibility. But teams are trying to use the natural flexibility to their advantage. The FIA already reduced the limits for flexi wings in the past and introduced more tests. But now there is another step focusing on front wings. In the past, there have been two main concepts. The first one allows wings to close the slot gap at higher speeds, stressing the underside more and hence separating the flow, which reduces downforce and drag. The introduction of slot gap separators stopped that to some extent. The second concept is to mount wings in a way that they can pass the vertical load test, but while driving the wings will turn around their mounting points. The result is that wings reduce the angle of attack at higher speeds, which reduces drag and downforce. Since Baku 2021, teams have to have reference points on their rear wings, so the deflection can be measured with the rearward-facing onboard camera. But now the FIA focuses on front wings and is especially interested in the mounting of the flaps and their connection to the nose. So at the Alpine team, we can see that they put some notes on the car for the mechanics to reinforce the mounting before scrutineering. It looks like they are using 3 bolts now to fix the flaps to the nose, and they prepared a metal reinforcement kit for the outboard section. Alpine brought a relatively big update package to the track. The general trend is now to widen the sidepod inlets and to make them lower at the same time, just like Red Bull. Advantage is that you can keep the same intake area, but you have more clean air in the undercut, and that helps to keep the front rear wake outboard and to send more clean air to the back. Also, their new mirror design helps to create more outwash in combination with the cascade, which is defined as rear mirror stay. More on that, why it is legal and how to design it in my other video. Also, the top side pod shape is different, and Alpine removed the Red Bull style flow path to the side. Instead, they keep the clean air on top of the side pod so they can pull it down with their water slide. The Red Bull doesn't have water slides. And also very important is they changed their cooling louvres. The previous version vented hot, low energy cooling air into their downwashing area, where it mixed with high energy flow on the way to the beam wing. So that is the path which should get the cleanest possible air. In my earlier video we pointed that out and said that it would be better to have the louvres further up, so losses can stay on top of the center structure. Now Alpine did exactly that and moved them upwards to have a cleaner water slide area and more downforce at the back. Another huge update comes from McLaren, and we even have their long update list. They have a new front wing end plate, new halo furniture, a new floor, and new side pods. Part of the floor update have also been new floor edge features. The side pod inlet was changed slightly to work better with the new side pods and to send more clean air in their water slide area. Now, according to the new side pod shape, they also adjusted the rear suspension shrouds and rear corners, so the wing cascade at the inner rear wheel cover. And they introduced a new beam wing, which is stressed more. That means it has a longer cord. Another new trend a lot of teams go, and it also offers potential to separate the flow when DRS is active, because the flow might only be able to follow the shape when the rear wing is helping enough. And McLaren updated their rear wing, and they now also use the free floating flap to increase downforce. And we also got the update sheet of AlphaTauri, which confirms our suspicion of the last video that the bump in the side pod is there to better keep the front rear wake outboard. On Friday, their package looked promising. So there are lots of updates in Singapore, and let's see how each team will perform. If you want to learn how to design an F1 car, check out my online courses with the links below and see you at the next video.